Morning, everybody. Mike,
Nelson.
right here with Go Man Do. When I go to Indonesia next week, I am going to take my Go Man Do shirt and my Go Man Do hat with the compass rose on it. And the shirt's got the compass rose on it too. So that's my traveling stuff. So I'm going to do a little advertising if I can. Hang on. And then I'm going to take where I'm going. This is a super hot and tropical climate, and the sun just beats down on you like crazy. People are with umbrellas and stuff, so the sun doesn't kill them. So I'm going to take this hat here. This is my little, and it's got the things on the side. You can either unsnap them or leave them snapped up on the side. And I'm thinking about taking this, but it's kind of goofy looking, so I don't know if I should. And it's
Bucket hat.
yeah, the bucket hat. If I had a khaki one, and this is also a Go Man Do one, and I think we have khaki ones on the website, but I have to check. But I'm thinking about. I'm definitely going to take this guy, and maybe that, and for sure this guy here because I'll wear this one a lot. And I don't want to scorch my little head with all the sunshine and all that stuff. So, Nelson, do you remember I was talking to you about the books that I had to order? It was kind of a confusing thing, but I had to order. I started another after reading those
Historical
historical fantasy books,
fantasy fictions.
historical fantasy slash fiction books. I got back into my series that I've been reading. So last year when I stopped reading those series and started reading this R.F. Kuang, who by the way never responded to me. I sent her an email and asked her to be on the podcast,
Oh, really?
and nobody from her team or her or nothing responded to me. I'm like, RF, what's up, man? Come
Yeah.
on, let's go. So I read everything that she wrote, and I'm done with that now. And so I went back to my series, and there were no new books out for the last two series I was reading were the Orphan X series and the Gray Man series. What's that dude's name? By Mark Greaney. And this guy here for Orphan X is Greg Hurwitz. So, but they both are releasing new books in 2026. So,
Oh, nice.
I went to the library and I ordered both of those books. And the lady's like, "Okay, it's not going to come out until February 12th or whatever date she told me." And I'm thinking to myself, well, there's probably 10 million people in line ahead of me.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to get this book. So while I was there, I started reading that Drifter series, that Peter Ash series. But when I was there, they didn't have the first book in the series. This is book number 1 here. And I think there's 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 of them or whatever. So I had to read number 2. So I read number 2, and then I was going to get number 3, but they didn't have it at the library. I had to order it. So I read number 4. And then when I took number 4 back, they had number 3, and I had ordered the first one, but it hadn't come in yet. So when I went back there to get number 3, this one came in.
Nice.
And it was there waiting for me. So I just left number 3 there, and I read this one. And I finished this guy, and I'm going to read this is number 11 in the series of the Orphan X series, and I'm enjoying it so far. It's real good. And then the other one that Mark Greaney, Gray Man. You ever read the Gray Man series?
No.
No, it's pretty good stuff. And
I think they made a Netflix movie out of it, didn't they?
they did, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. The movie was
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's never as good as the book.
it's never no, but the book's really good. So that one's on hold for me, and when that comes in, I'll grab that dude. So I'm getting back into my series, and I found a new one. This Nick Petrie dude for the Peter Ash series, and I'm enjoying this. And of course, I'm looking forward to continuing the series with Greg Hurwitz and Mark Greaney. So good stuff. I feel like my reading is back into my comfort zone here.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here, Nelson. What do you guys think of my haircut? Nelson just gave me a haircut.
Yep.
And I went and I sprayed a little stuff on there and I pushed it all back. Right?
Styling and profiling.
Styling, dude. Okay, now let's get to the point where I'm going to need these glasses at all times. Speaking of reading, I saw something super interesting the other day. They were talking about people who look at their phones versus people who read books,
Hmm.
like at nighttime before you go to bed. And they said that people that look at their phones are just looking at something that's already transpired and happening, and you can see it happening in front of your eyes, and you don't have to really think about it.
Yeah.
Whereas people who read, you have to imagine everything that you're reading and put it in your head, right?
Hmm.
And so they said that over a period of time, and they had some doctorate dude or something talking about all this stuff, how reading is so much more beneficial than looking at your phone.
Oh yeah. I bet.
And they listed all kinds of cool reasons, Nelson, and they all made sense when you saw them. And I was like, wow, that's really interesting.
Probably gives you less anxiety no than looking at your phone, watching all the world news happen and all that stuff. Right
Yeah, the
before bed.
crazy world news and people doing weird shit and unexpected weird things. And
Yeah.
yeah, so it was very, very interesting. Reading versus watching was the thing. So that was nice. Um, Cuba,
Hmm.
you're Cuban.
Yeah.
Okay. The something happened in Cuba.
I I wouldn't know. I never keep up with Cuba.
Okay, well, it's on the national news. Some Americans or somebody, one of the people that was killed was an American citizen.
Hmm.
I think they were Cubans, maybe living in Miami.
Okay.
They took a boat and they had a bunch of weapons with them, and they went over to Cuba to try to invade Cuba or something.
Like the Bay of Pigs 2.0.
A miniature version.
Yeah, yeah. They're
Did
DIY.
you hear about? Did you hear
No,
about that?
I didn't hear that at
Yeah.
all.
So there was these shootings in Cuba, and they showed where they were on the north part of the island, and they came down from Miami, and I guess they opened fire on something or something, and then they got return fire, and they got killed, and they all got taken in, and so we're trying to find out more about it right now.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
No, I haven't heard of that. I'll
That
have to
wasn't
look.
your weird Uncle Pedro or anything, was
No,
it?
no, no, no.
No,
I honestly don't know any of my extended family over there.
no.
And but yeah, my mom actually hasn't gone back since she left at 12 and all that stuff. So
What year did she leave?
it was
Like long, long time ago, yeah,
yeah, in the 80s.
in the 80s.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, when the Great Migration from Cuba to Miami was happening and all that stuff.
is that when it was?
Yep.
Yeah, is that where she went to Miami?
Yeah, yeah, and that's where I was born, and up until I was like 13, then we moved to Cape Coral, Fort Myers area. But
And then you moved to Michigan.
yep, just it'll be a year in April.
Oh, no kidding.
Yep.
Do you miss the hot weather?
No.
No.
No, not the summers. No, I mean, the cold. I might go visit the fam next year
Yeah,
if it gets too crazy. But yeah, I do not miss the summers.
right on. Okay, well, yeah, I saw that thing on the TV. And it was in the news for pretty heavy for a couple days, and then I haven't heard anything about it in the last week or so.
No, I have to look into it. Yeah, because yeah, Cuba's doing not that great. It never is, but it's been really bad, especially after this past hurricane. It's been brutal out there.
And then also there's an embargo on Cuba right now
Hmm.
with fuel
Oh yeah,
or oil or something, and I guess that's so they're not getting any oil for their
yep,
whatever they need it for to run their country, So
yep,
I guess that's really hurting them too. So we'll see where that goes, right? But I thought, yeah, I wanted to talk to you about it.
yeah. No, I have to look into it. That's crazy.
Yeah. Okay, I got a note right here, Nelson, and I noticed when I was watching my own videos, my note says stop saying.
Yeah.
When I say I always say it like after I'm done talking about something, and then I'll go, and I'll finish, and I'll go
Hmm.
So when I'm done talking about something, I got to be done.
Yeah.
I can't be doing that thing. I'm gonna really really work on that. So if you hear me doing that stuff, like toss something at me, have to get some Nerf balls over here or something, little Nerf gun.
Yeah. I think I stopped. I don't do it as much. I think I still do it, but there was a friend of mine that did that Toastmasters. Have you ever heard of that?
Toastmasters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have. What is that?
So it's like a almost like a social club of
Yeah.
guys that get together to learn basically how to public speak. So they'll have they'll have a guy be like, okay, this is your subject, look into it, and then you're gonna explain it to us and all that stuff. And it helps with public speaking. 'Cause a lot of public speakers will join Toastmasters to do that
Did
stuff.
you do that?
No, I had a barber friend that did it, and it did wonders on him. He actually does public speaking now and all
No
that stuff
kidding.
as a
Wow.
side gig. But yeah, it helped with just pausing.
I'll have to check that out online.
Yep.
I'm sure they got a bunch of information out
Oh
online.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I applied for my name change, so I hired a lawyer to do it. We did all the paperwork, and then he sent me. He told me to contact the police in my town to get fingerprinted. You got to get fingerprinted for all this stuff.
Okay.
So I did that. I went there. It took me like 7 or 8 phone calls to finally talk to the right person. I talked to them, and I went down there. Then she took me back there, like right in the freaking jail. Where you,
Like you're
seriously,
getting booked.
yeah. And I mean, there was handcuffs hanging from everywhere, and there was jail cells, and I'm like, okay. Took me in there and fingerprinted me, and then later that day or the next day, she called me and said, "You need to come get your." I had to pay him like $75 to do it. You need to come get your money. We're not supposed to be doing the fingerprinting for the name changes anymore. The county is going to be doing it now instead of the towns
Really?
where you live. So I went there and got my little envelope, had my $75 in it, and had a note in it. Do I got the note right here? Yeah, here's the note right here. And it says, pursuant to the Public Act, blah, 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 of 2024, fingerprint-based background checks will no longer be required when or allowed when processing name changes. Will be required or allowed, but they already took my fingerprints.
Yeah, that's so
I'm in.
weird.
I'm in there. I'm in the system. Okay.
Without a crime.
Without a crime. Without a crime, dude. In lieu of the background check, the 2024 law allows Family Division of Circuit Court to optimally perform a name-based check through the Internet Criminal History Access Tool, iChat, or the Law Enforcement Information Network, LEIN, L-E-I-N, to determine whether the petitioner has a criminal record. So they don't even need to do the
fingerprints anymore.
They don't even need to do the fingerprints
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah, I guess it's like, which is fine if they're gonna do a background, see if you're changing your name because you're trying to run from crime or whatever. But yeah,
Okay, so anyway,
yeah, you're in the system, Mike.
I'm in the system.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm waiting to hear back from. We submitted the forms that you need to submit to Wayne County, and I'm waiting to hear back from Wayne County now. We'll see what happens, and I'll keep you guys apprised if I end up in jail or whatever.
Yeah. We'll set up
be busting down that door.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
We'll set up the podcast in the jail.
Set up the podcast. Oh my gosh, what a maniac! So I'm still trying, and I'm going to talk to my if I don't hear back from anybody in this next week or so, I'll contact my lawyer again and say, hey, dude, what's going on? So
yeah,
we'll see what happens. So anyway, that's all I got today. I got my haircut. Nelson's here. We did a little podcasting.
Yeah.
Are we good to rock and roll?
Yeah, I think so. I have to ask though, Mike.
Yeah.
Where's the tea? Did you not have?
I had my
tea.
No, I know.
I was like, this is the
Because
first time I've ever seen you without tea.
I woke up super early today.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the other thing that happened was my mom got up early. She never gets up like before 8 or 9.
Yeah, yeah.
She got up at like 7 o'clock. She was up and ready to have breakfast and everything. So I'm like,
need your tea.
Yeah. So I had to have so I had to do everything. So I just did everything.
All right.
And I just finished before you got here.
Yeah. I just want to make sure you're okay.
No, yeah, I'm good. And you might have thought I was bad when I knocked that thing off I was moving that chair and I knocked that thing off there and I broke that glass, but
yeah.
Yeah, and I've got a nice big Goman-Do glass that I'm going to exchange that with that more stuff can fit into, so that'll be good.
Nice.
I was trying to get something out of that thing and it was jammed in there so much I'd be like trying to pull it out of there. Yeah, so anyway,
see you guys later.
For Mike,
Nelson,
Goman-Do out. Have a good one, guys.